Hey guys, this is Evelyn once again, and today we have another video for my series of video from phonetics and phonology class with Professor Sabino Morla. Today we have the video talking about introduction to consonant phonemes. So the first question is, what is language? It's a structured system of communication. It also is a system of conventional spoken, manual, signed, or written symbols by means of which human beings. What tool skills must the student acquire in order to master the sounds of a system of language? This is question number 2. And they need to acquire listening and speaking. Question number 3 is, what is phonetics? It's a branch of linguistics that examines sounds in a language. It's the study of an actual sound, and we use 44 different sounds in English with only 26 letters. Question number 4 is, what is acoustic phonetics? It's the study of the physical properties of speech and aims to analyze sounds, wave signals that occurs within speech through varying frequencies, amplitudes, and durations. Question number 5. What is articulatory phonetics? It's the study of how speech sounds are produced in the vocal tract. The production of speech involves 3 processes. Initiation, which is setting air in motion through the vocal tract. Phonation, which is the modification of airflow as it passes through the larynx. This is called voicing as well. And we have articulation, which is a shaping of airflow to generate particular sounds types. This is in regards to manner. Question number 6 says, what is phonology? It's the study of how sounds are organized and used in natural languages. It's the categorical organization of speech, sounds, and languages. What is phoneme? It's a study of a unit of sound that distinguishes one word from another in a particular language. It also differentiates from meaning by changing only a phoneme on a word. There are a total of 44 phonemes in English language. This includes consonants, short vowels, long vowels, diphthongs. And question number 8 says, what are allophones? One of the phonetically distinct variants of a phoneme. The occurrence of an allophone rather than another is usually determined by its position in the word. It can be initial, can be final, can be in the middle, or by its phonetic environment. Let's put an example with the word heat, teeth, beep. They're allophones. What is alphabet? It's a set of letters usually presented in a fixed order, which is used for reading the words of a particular language or group of languages, or writing the words. What is phonetic alphabet? The International Phonetic Alphabet is a system where each symbol is associated with a particular English sound. It's designated to represent only those qualities of speech that are part of an oral language. Phones, phonemes, etc. Question 11. What is the difference between broad and narrow transcription? Transcription is the indication of sounds in writing. Translate the speech sounds in writing. Each sound has a writing representation. Broad is the phonemic transcription. We only write the phonemes. Narrow transcription, we transcribe the phonemes as well as the allophones. Question number 12 says, where is the speech produced? The production of speech sounds take place at lungs by the movement of the airstream. The majority of sounds used in all languages of the world are produced by a pulmonic, aggressive sound. All the English sounds are produced in this manner. Question 13 says, what provides the airflow to support speech? It's the diaphragm and the lungs. Question 14 says, what is the larynx? The larynx is colloquially known as the voice box. It is a box-like small structure situated in front of the throat where there is a protuberance. It's like here, since I'm a little fat, you might not see it, but most people have this protuberance in here that if you can touch it whenever you're talking, you might feel vibration or not vibration. Question 15. What are the vocal cords? The vocal folds, as well as none, are like a pair of leaves placed horizontally from front to back. So they are like this way. So we have the two vocal cords. And they are situated inside the larynx. So we have the larynx here, and inside of the larynx we have the vocal cords. What is the difference between a voiced sound and a voiceless sound? The vibration made by the vocal cords. So a voiced sound makes vibration because the vocal cords are pressed together or they are narrow, and the voiceless sounds, the air goes through with no constriction. Question 17. What is the glottis? It's the opening between the vocal folds. That's in space. So these are the vocal folds, and this space in between is the glottis. Question 18. What is the principal source of modification of the airstream? The principal source of modification are the vocal folds. Both folds modifies the airstream, producing voiced and voiceless sounds. It also the initiators as well are a great source of modification of the airstream. Question 19. How can we divide the parts of the throat and the lower head that are accessible to the airstream? We have the trachea, we have the esophagus, the epiglottis, and the larynx. Question number 20 says, how are the air passages above the larynx known? Above the larynx, we have air passages that are the vocal cords, or the vocal cavity, and the nasal cavity. Both of them are managed by the epiglottis that opens and closes, letting the air goes where it's needed. So we have the epiglottis that is closing our oral cavity and nasal cavity. So when the epiglottis goes stopping the nasal cavity, we produce oral sounds, and backwards. If our epiglottis is stopping our oral cavity, the air goes through the nose and produce the nasal sounds. What is the pharynx and pharyngeal cavity? It's a part of the throat behind the mouth and nasal cavity. This tube goes down to the stomach and the lungs. What is the function of epiglottis? The epiglottis is leaf-shaped flat in the throat that prevents food from entering the windpipe and the lungs. It stands open during breathing, allowing air into the larynx. As I mentioned the question, the epiglottis that moves in and out, making the oral sounds and nasal sounds possible. Question 23. What is the greatest source of modification of the airstream? The organ generating the airstream is called initiator, and there are three initiators used in spoken human language, which is the diaphragm, the glottis, and the tongue. Question 24. What are the articulators? Which are they? Articulators are the organs or physiological structure that produce speech sounds, like lip, teeth, alveolar ridge, palate, velum, uvula, glottis, and the tongue. Question 25 says how the tongue is divided. We have that division as the root of the tongue, the back of the tongue, front, blade, and teeth. Question number 26 says, what are the points of articulation? Which are they? We have 2 points of articulation based on the position of the tongue. We have place of articulation and manner of articulation. And last, question 27, how are the consonants classified according to the place of articulation? Which are they? The consonants are classified into the following. We have bilabial, labiodental, dental, alveolar ridge, palatal, velar, and glottal sounds. These are the parts involved on all consonant phonemes. I also have a video talking about and classifying all consonant phonemes. If you wish, you just can get into my channel and you can review that video. That I also have some images explaining each consonant phoneme by place of articulation, manner of articulation, and voicing. It was my pleasure. I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye.